All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekachodash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, great millstone. And salute out to you, brothers out there preaching the word, sharing the truth. All right, got this article here, update, breaking news. All right, from Zero Hedge. Also, it's on the other news platforms. Okay, it said Biden orders shoot down of unidentified object over Alaska, deemed threat to civilian aviation. All right, so Alaska is very, very, very close to the soil of Russia. Okay, in this article they said maybe it's another Chinese balloon, but it might be. We're in that time. We're in that time of war provocations, rumors of wars, basically meaning reports of wars, as Yahweh Shai stated in Matthew 24th chapter. Okay, and it's getting real. If you do research on those Chinese balloons, it's people could, say it could be they surveilling the area for an EMP attack, some type of attack. Those balloons can carry missiles on them and stuff like that. And you never know what's gonna happen. But through the scriptures, America is gonna be fully destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. So those balloons won't drop bombs on America, until the Lord have it to be so by shot from all these other nations. 200 million missiles, or 200,000 in Revelation the 9th chapter. And we're not in that time because the RFID, MOTB, CHIP is not made mandatory. So these are just war provocations, Or, they could be blaming this whole thing on China or Russia, but they're actually doing it themselves to create an EMP. The elites of the society, one of their phrases is order ab chaos, order through chaos. Okay? So only the Lord knows ultimately what, these things are, and what Esau is planning, But let me read this. A U.S. official has said Friday that the U.S. military engaged shot down an unidentified object flying over Alaska on Thursday night. Upon the order given by President Biden, it is unconfirmed whether the unidentified object was a balloon, but it was traveling at an altitude that made it a potential threat to civilian aircraft, according to the New York Times, which first reported it Friday afternoon. And it definitely wasn't no chariot. It definitely wasn't the angels, right? It's these other nations, provocating Babylon, man. Or it's the elite setting up something. The president gave the shoot down order out of an abundance of caution. Or it could be, just America just, doing it themselves and blaming it on China. That's a scenario as well. The unnamed U.S. official said, coming on the heels of the dramatic Chinese spy balloon shoot down off the American East Coast last Saturday, the scant details given the Times didn't reveal any information that might point to the nature of the flying object, or if it was possibly a weather or spy balloon. China still insists last week's balloon was purely for weather research purposes, and it blew off course. A separate official quoted In the new report commenting on the second object to breach U.S. airspace in a week called a fast-moving situation, and that's still developing, thus more details are expected to soon trickle out. It is not clear if the object was from an adversarial power or commercial or research operation that are going astray, the official said in reports. NYT reports. Tweet White House object smaller than recent balloon down near Alaska a few moments ago is expected to be another Chinese balloon. But that's what they're saying in the news. You can't. It's like Denzel Washington said in Trading Day. The media, the news is 90% bullshit. So he reads it for entertainment. Okay, so whatever the news be saying, you can't take it wholeheartedly as fact or as truth. That's why the scriptures say we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. It's like it'll be freezing up, man. Let me grab that. I think First Corinthians. Second Corinthians chapter 2 and 11. Lest Satan, shall get an advantage of us. And Satan, he's the prince of power of the air. So the airways, the media. And Satan used the media to brainwash the people. Okay. But verse 11, that Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And read that NL2. So that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. Okay? So that media, Satan, Fox News, CNN, even Zero Hedge, it's all pushed out by Satan. So you have to, be in a spiritual mindset, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to look through all the bullshit, and give different scenarios, through the spirit of what could be, So look at that. Let's look up that word scenario. An outline or synopsis of a play. Okay, say a sequence of events, especially when imagined. But the imagine, it comes from the breath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Screenplay script. You got to go back to the scriptures, Let's go to the scriptures here. I had Jeremiah 50, getting into Babylon, which is America according to the Bible. Jeremiah 50 and 14. Now this is accurate because it's not a scenario, because the scriptures pinpoint which nations are gonna basically destroy America. Okay. America's allies are going to turn on America. NATO, the European Union, European allies going to shoot missiles on America. Okay, that's Revelation the 17th chapter. Russia, Iran, Russia's allies going to shoot missiles on America. That's Ezekiel 38th chapter. Okay. Isaiah 13, if I'm not mistaken. Isaiah 13, talking about the Medes. Okay. Well, this is Jeremiah 50 and 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon around about, all ye that bend the bow. And Alaska is very close to Russia. Okay. Put yourselves in array against Babylon around about, all you that bend the bow. Shoot at her. It was basically what are these nations shooting at? What are these nations shooting Babylon with? Missiles. Okay. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Okay. And Great Babylon, America is the most wickedest nation that's ever been incarnated. Okay. Shout against what's that? Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen. Yep. So when those missiles are shot down, everything's gonna fall. Okay. The pride of this place gonna fall. You know, the government, United States government gonna fall. You know, but first and foremost, the pride of this place gonna fall, man. Her walls are thrown down, for it is vengeance of the Lord, and not including. It's like a plus including Yahushua coming back with the angels. You know, Yahushua gonna put work in on America as well. Okay. For it is the vengeance of the Lord, take vengeance upon her, as she has done unto her. Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. You see in the NLT, the farmers plant crops, you know. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. Yeah, all these different nations, because America is known as a melting pot. All these different nations come over here and with their businesses and make a lot of money, and they send their money back to their home country. All right, but a lot of these heathens that's come over here, they're gonna go back to their home nation. You know, like the Ishmaelites, these Moabites, Ammonites, Chinese, Japanese, Arabs. You know. So as at Isaiah 13, he said the Arabians shall not pinch tent there. You know. So these Arabs ain't gonna have no corner stores, no gas stations and stuff like that, because America's gonna be destroyed, man. There's gonna be nothing. That's pretty much it. Speaking of Isaiah 13, let me grab it. Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes, which are the Russians. That's another name for the Russians. Also Gog and Magog, okay? In Ezekiel 38. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And their bows shall also dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? The Lord destroyed it by fire and brimstone. And the modern day fire and brimstone is the missiles. It shall never be inhabited. Let's talk about Great Babylon. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, the Ishmaelites. Neither shall the shepherds make the fold there. No more businesses. Okay, and what's going to lead up to this event of America being destroyed is war provocations. Okay, from these other nations. Russia, China, etc. Okay? Rumors of wars. finish this out. Verse 21, but wild beasts shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And wild beasts of the isle shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. So basically, it's going to be America's going to be full of desert creatures after it's pelted with 200,000 missiles, nuclear missiles. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Okay? So I'm going to stop it right there. It was edifying. Shalom.